Hello everybody. Sorry I'm a little bit late. This is one I'm really excited about. Let's talk about Mega Altaria. I really love Mega Altaria. I think it's super cool. I love the ability Pixelate. Of course, I believe Pixelate, yeah, it does. So Pixelate gets a 1.2 times boost and turns normal moves into fairy moves, which is super, super cool. So we've got that. Anyway, though, otherwise, Altaria has a really cool move pool. So there are a few sets I wanted to talk about. We'll do a Mega Beedrill live, don't you worry. We'll do a Mega Beedrill live. But okay, today it's all about Altaria. And part of that is because Roaring Moon is being... Wait, is this OU? Yeah, Roaring Moon is being suspect tested. So, Roaring Moon is currently being suspect tested, guys. So I really want to start off the team with a fairy that works well. Now, unfortunately, we can't check Roaring Moon usage stats. Maybe if we've got Trishula in chat, they could let me know what if Roaring Moon is ever running Terra Ground. But let's just check this out. So let's go Earthquake and then Z Earthquake to Altaria. I want to just make sure. Oh, geez, that's a lot. Okay, but that's a no defense Altaria. So, okay, but good to know. We do... Oh, no, that's photosynthesis. It's not going to have booster energy. Okay, cool. So here's the good news. The good news, guys, is that this will stop Roaring Moon. Altaria is going to do a pretty solid job of stopping Roaring Moon, unless we see Steelium. Yeah, Moon is being tested. No, so Roaring Moon is currently in Ubers. It's being tested to see if they want to allow it back into NatDex. I'm at the moment leaning no. I don't know much about the tier, but I do know I dislike Roaring Moon. It's just not that. It's not a super fun Pokemon in my opinion. It's not that fun. I don't think adding like a sweeper is that great for everything. If it's Ground EMZ Moon on Sun, then you know what, we take L. Sometimes you take an L, but there are a lot of things I really like about Altaria, and there are a couple sets. So let me explain something, guys. There is a set. Some people are like Refresh, like Double Edge or something like this. I don't think this is good, or Refresh Return. I don't think this set is good. This set seems super cheese, super inconsistent. Altaria, as in my opinion, is best used as a defensive Pokemon. Particularly special sets with a defensive Pokemon, I think, are the best Altaria sets. And the reason is this. Altaria walls, look at this. Zard Y, that's a big one. Walling Zard Y is huge. Not Diancie, kind of getting smoked by Diancie, but Dragapult, that's huge. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to run DD. Don't worry. Dragonite, kinda. It helps at least. What else? There was another Kartana. A lot of sets of Kartana. Most SD Kartana, as long as it's not running Smart Strike. But SD Smart Strike is not common. Depending on the set, it can wall Lopunny, but I don't really want to hone in on that. Depending on set, it can wall Wellspring. Raging Bolt. It walls Raging Bolt, which is an extremely... It's not that easy to switch into. Any plans for NatDex RMTs? Yes, I probably will be doing a NatDex team fixing at some point, but not yet. You guys got to understand, I have a lot of OU expertise. I do not have a lot of NatDex expertise, but that's part of what these streams are about, is developing that NatDex skill. So at the moment, I'm not great at NatDex, but I will be eventually. Rillaboom, we can kind of add that on. Rillaboom's not that high usage, but it does get walled, which is nice. And Urshifu. Rapid, and it also helps out a lot with Zamazenta. So look at this list. These are some really big ticket Pokemon. I mean, look at usage stats in this tier, right? Zard Y up here at 13%, Bolt at 14, Dragapult at 22. Altaria is walling some big Pokemon here. Now I do want to, actually we've got it set up on here. I do believe that Heavy Slam will do a ton. Let me check that theory. Yeah, so Heavy Slam is doing 120 base power, so we do have to be aware of that. But I still think this is an incredible Pokemon. So I think the two real sets we run here are Special and Physical. Looking at the Pokemon that Altaria walls, I'm leaning toward a Physical set. Am I concerned about AV Gambit? No, Altaria can switch out of Pursuit easily. It's not going to get trapped. I'm not worried about AV Gambit, no. So yeah, I'm thinking max defense is probably the way to go. Now, as far as the max defense route, there are a couple directions you could take it in. So this thing gets Wisp. Also, if somebody could explain to me why Altaria gets Wisp, that would be great. I don't remember it ever getting Wisp, but apparently it does, so that's kind of cool. I don't think it got it in Gen 5, but anyway. So here's what we're definitely running. Because if you don't run this, we are running Roost and Hyper Voice. In my opinion, if you don't run Roost and Hyper Voice, your Altaria set is trash. It's just trash. Yeah, we'll say most Wellspring. Because a lot do run fighting coverage, some can't hit dragons. So. We might run, and then let's put some options. So, Heal Bell, Flamethrower, Fire Spin, Perish Song, Defog, maybe Cotton Guard, probably not, I could see it. Cotton Guard is a really good move. Let's see if there's anything else. I don't think Haze is that good. I think there are better options. Gets Pursuit, that's pretty funny. Maybe Roar. Maybe Toxic. Maybe Toxic. And then, of course, Will-O-Wisp. So, this is kind of a tough call. There are a ton of moves Altaria, and we'll just check this because we don't want to necessarily say there's something, might be something here we like. But no, it's looking like we kind of have the resources we need. So, yeah, we're not going to run Pursuit Altaria. So we've got a lot of options here. I say we kind of do have to decide what we want to build around to make this. Someone asked, what inspired this video? Patreon? I don't have Patreon. Maybe I should get Patreon. But no, I just wanted to build Altaria. That's why I'm doing this. I love Altaria. Does it get Calm Mind? It doesn't get Calm Mind. I don't know what you mean it can sweep. You know what it does get, which is funny, is Echoed Voice. We're not going to run it, but it's really funny. You can click Echoed Voice. We absolutely should do a Natex Echoed Voice building team stream at some point. Don't let me forget that idea. Yeah, we're not going to run DD Cotton Guard either. One thing we can take inspiration from, let's see what people are running on Altaria. Its usage is at 0.8, so not 0. Okay, so looks like Fire Spin Perish Trap is the most common set. With everything else being pretty low. So I'll tell you what, although to be honest, I feel like that's probably just kind of one popular team that's making all the usage that high. I don't like Altaria as a defogger. I think we slash this off the list. The reason being Goldengo. If a defogger can't defog on Goldengo, I really don't want to be using it. Goldengo doesn't have quite the usage it does in OU, but it's still pretty high at 16%. So I really don't want to be using something that can't do well into Goldengo. I don't feel like Wisp is that helpful either. I feel like I'd rather have coverage. Like, I'd rather just Flamethrower a Kartana than Wisp a Kartana. But being able to Wisp, I guess, some random threats would be really nice. Random stuff, just like the... Yeah. Toxic, I could see that being great too. I feel like Wisp Flamethrower is appealing. A lot of these moves seem appealing. Draco is kind of an interesting choice, but I don't think that's that good. I don't like Refresh either. I'd much rather run Heal Bell than Refresh. Refresh is sometimes... So guys, just something to note about Refresh, right? 32 PP. That's crucial, because if you look at Toxic, 16 PP. So DD sets can run that, because they can stay in and set up. Heal Bell, generally a much better move. Usually you're not going to run out of Heal Bell PP, and it heals the entire team. So the only reason you'd run Refresh is to stay in and click Dragon Dance. Yeah, I get what you mean by Flamethrower. Like, Flamethrower being able to hit Pharaoh seems so nice. I feel like Flamethrower is a tough one to pass up. And I think we can decide on the last later. I'm feeling like Wisp, Heal Bell are probably the best options. I think Wisp and Heal Bell are the best options. Maybe Cotton Guard. Let's take a look and see if there are any really high usage, like, physical sweepers that we'd want Cotton Guard for. Because honestly, I feel like a lot of the setup is special. And the ones that aren't... I mean, I guess we could use Cotton Guard to wall D-Knight, which would be kind of nice. So that is something to consider. But I wonder if we beat Dragonite anyway. Ice Spinner. So if we were like Bold Max. Okay, no, so with D-Knight setting up, we would need Cotton Guard to beat that. But Cotton Guard would get the job done. So that is something to consider. So somebody in chat says, can you build around a mid support mon? So it's harder. Guys, I've built around a lot of offensive mons in the past. It is more difficult to build around Mega Altaria than to build around like a Punching Glove or Shifu Rapid or something like that, right? Yes, it is more challenging. It is more difficult to build around a Pokemon like this. That being said, it still can be done, but you have to kind of work backwards. Normally where I'd add an offensive Pokemon and say, okay, how do we work toward, how do we support this offensive Pokemon? Now I have to look at an Altaria and say, what does it best support? And that's really tricky. That's hard to do, but it's doable. It's definitely doable. So I think this is a good enough set, and I think we do go physically defensive. Although I want to check the Charizard Y calcs. Against physically defensive Altaria. Because see, that's not great. Like that 45, that's not great damage. Now, it's not terrible, but it would be nice if we could take that a little better. So something to consider there. One partner that jumps out at me is Alo. So one thing that's crazy, Altaria's HP is not that great. Its HP is not that great, but its other stats are fantastic. Alo is really nice as a Wish Passer, and if you think about the Pokemon Alo hates, it doesn't like Solar Beams, it doesn't like... You know, it doesn't like Kartana, it doesn't like Rillaboom, it doesn't like Wellspring, it doesn't like Raging Bolt. I feel like Mega Altaria helps out with a lot of the stuff that Alomomola struggles with. So I feel like this creates a kind of a very solid defensive core between the two of them. At least this is what's jumping out at me. This is what's jumping out at me. Something else I do want to actually quickly check is the Mega Scizor calcs against Altaria. So that's actually pretty good because most of these don't run that much attack. So most Altaria are going to, if I'm running defensive, are going to live a +1 Scizor hit. And we're not killing, but we're doing a lot back in return with Flamethrower. And Scizor will have to We will probably outspeed the Scizor as well. Altaria's speed being 80 is actually not bad at all. Yeah, Kyurem does feast on both, but the idea of a 2-mon defensive core isn't to wall the entire tier. If it was, that would be the end of that tier, and those Pokemon need bans. The idea is that these two cover a lot, but in the process, we do want to find the best partner. Oh yeah, what do you guys think is the best partner? Any ideas? We can kind of look through. Maybe before we slap on Olo, that was kind of a knee-jerk reaction, and I love Olo, of course, but we can list out some things and try to think a little better about what's going to really make this Altaria work. And let me follow my own advice here. Let's start by asking ourselves what archetype this fits on. Also, yes, please do like the stream, subscribe. I just clicked a little button that should have a nice little sub animation come up, so that's kind of fun. So archetype. I think Altaria fits best on balance. I don't think it's a bulky offense Pokemon. I think it's a little bit too slow-paced for that. I don't believe it's a fat team thing either, but I do think it fits best on balance. We're not going to be building Mega Altaria Stall. I think there are much better options. I think you need Mega Sableye for Stall, and running Stall is just it seems like such a bad idea in Nat decks. I feel like you're just going to get blown up by all the insanely powerful threats in this tier. I can't imagine running Stall in Nat decks. Seems terrible. Yeah. So, let's see here. Try clicking the 1 key. I don't know why the animation isn't coming up. But anyway. So, let's try to ask ourselves... Oh, we got Anthony in the chat. Oh, it did come up. Beautiful. Yeah, we got Anthony in the chat. I don't hate everything. I don't hate everything you show me. As for those of you that don't know, Anthony in the chat is one of my IRL friends, and he shows me movies. And okay, yeah, so we can also add Lopunny to that list. That's good. So that's good. Well, without Axel. How often do they run Axel? Let's quickly check that. Not that often. Yeah, 20%. Cool. Okay. So, balance is what we're going with. And Altaria struggles with... What does it struggle with? Big time entry hazards. Big time struggles with entry hazards. We also actually can, for inspiration, take a look here and see what things are commonly paired with Altaria. So it seems like this is just a team with Altaria that's been going around. Gambit, Pult, Terapagos, Melm, Gliscor, which is fine. Great Tusk at 12 is shocking. I understand the Terapagos, though. We definitely, I do get the sense we need really solid removal here. I do get the sense we need really solid removal here. So, what's up, FMS Dabbed? Yeah, so we need really solid removal. Passive. It's kind of passive. So I think we need pivots and Pokemon that can handle stuff that Altaria allows to set up, like Volcarona. I think that should be is definitely a concern. Now let's ask ourselves stuff that easily swaps in on Altaria, because it's actually not the most passive Pokemon in the world. Like if we look at Altaria, like say Alomomola, Hyper Voice, okay. Oh, geez, that's really good. No, but no Olomomola run this. They run that. But still, like, that's not terrible damage. So let's just think about, like, which things are switching in easily. Like, they're like, oh, I could eat Olo. I mean, I could eat ult hits all day. So Claude's Ire. Actually, not that many Pokemon are easily switching in. Goldango, kinda, because it doesn't love taking Flamethrower, but it definitely can. Glamour, but Glamour is not really ever a defensive Pokemon, so I feel like we can disregard that. Heatran, good point. Yeah, that's definitely one. Crown, but Crown is less common now. AV Gambit can come in pretty well. Melmetal, yeah. Well, it doesn't really come in free, but it comes in well enough. Moltres. Yeah, Moltres. Glow King. Lele. Right, Tapu there, for those that are confused. I know not everybody abbreviates all their Pokemon. What else? Toxapex, ooh, that's a big one. And then Volcarona. So I think these are the big ones that we really want to make sure we have something that can handle all these threats. Kilo in chat advocating for Blissey for a while. I don't know about Blissey. I think that'll take the team in too passive a direction. I'm not opposed to it. It does seem like a good pivot on balance, and it does fit well with Altaria being a very physical wall. But I'm not sold on Blissey. I do think we've got to consider that carefully. But I don't hate the Blissey idea. I don't hate it, but I do think it has some limitations. But yeah, teleport Blissey, guys. Blissey is not just a stall Pokemon. Don't forget it. Don't forget that. Okay, so looking at these Pokemon here. One thing I'm super scared of is, like, how do we make sure we don't lose to Volcarona? I feel like Volcarona is just such a problem that's one that very much needs to be addressed. Because if something sets up for free, if a Volcarona can set up for free on you, like, that's just really scary. Now, there are options. We could... Roar would help, Toxic would help, so we can use Altaria's last slot to kind of cover some of these things. So that is kind of an option. Yeah, Lauren saying you always need Tusk. I see the wisdom in that. I see the wisdom in Tusk. I really do. Don't think I don't. But there are other options here. We could even go like a double removal team, like Defog, Lando, and Rapid Spin Tusk. There's no Terra in this format, Castro, so we will not be running a Terra Fire Garg. How common is Substitute on Volcarona? Because I want to check, like, Toxic sounds great. But Substitute on like 30%, you know, that's I'd like to deal with Substitute Volcarona, to be totally honest with you. I'd like to be able to deal with Substitute Volcarona. I know this beginning part of the process is taking a really long time, but guys, this is kind of how it goes when you're building around defensive support Pokemon. It's just so awkward. It's so awkward, it really is. Does Aqua Jet Hammerrod help here? Kind of. Kinda, yeah. Sorta. So I will say, looking at this list, I'm really liking my Olo idea. Because, like, look at this. I'll kind of mark the things that Olo is helping with. At least, like, pivoting on. Olo, 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 Olo. Kind of. So I think the Olo core makes some sense, but is there something that's better? Yeah, Lauren's saying they never run substitute, but I'm going to trust the usage stats over you. No offense. Natdex has Curem, so it definitely has a good freeze dry user. Landorus does help with a lot of these Pokemon too. That's true. Sometimes, not necessarily with AV Gambit though. Like Landorus is good against these Pokemon, but Moltres can help a bit. Moltres can help a bit, but I wonder if it's too similar to Altaria. They kind of both are doing that. Well, maybe not too similar, actually. They do help each other out a fair bit. It's still so weird to me thinking how well Altaria answers Raging Bolt. I'm just not used to a Fairy Dragon type. It's just I don't play with a Fairy Dragon type hardly ever. Yeah, I do like Olo here. Let's just check, though. We can kind of go through the tier. Now, the next thing we need is an offensive Pokemon that's going to do well into this. Ideally, something that appreciates what Altaria can wall. So let's ask ourselves, what appreciates these Pokemon being walled? Okay, here's a fun idea. If we did go Heal Bell, here's a fun idea. We could run like a CB Kartana, because CB Kartana's main problem is that it makes contact. This feels like it could be a pretty devastating core. That could be interesting. Yeah, Wellspring I can see as well. Breakers, I think Kartana, Wellspring are very solid options. Yeah, we do still need to consider Volcarona. That's true. We do need to consider Volcarona. Someone's saying Volcanion is a really good partner. Volcanion is interesting. Volcanion is interesting. It does kind of deal with Volcarona. How much PP does Steam Eruption have? 8, not ideal, but it's enough. MFMS Dabid says, just played a physical SD Darkrai. How much would I need to donate you for that monstrosity? I would not play. I would not. I mean, I guess there is a number, but it's pretty high. It would take a lot for me to play that Darkrai set. Because it would basically be asking me to waste my time for 2 hours and every viewer's time watching an SD Darkrai. I do have a price. It would be at least a few $100. Show yes, so this is what it walls. Because I'm thinking, right, if you think about Wellspring hates so many of these Pokemon. Like, it hates Rilla, it hates Zama, it hates Bolt, it hates Kartana, it hates D-Knight, Dragapult. It doesn't like Zardwa either. Wellspring kind of looks perfect, but at the same time, so does Kartana. Yeah. So if you dropped $1,000 donation, I would stop doing what I'm doing right now and play SD Darkrai. I would, but like, don't do that, please. I'm never running Belly Drum Azu. No. I'm not gonna run a Z Belly Drum Azu. Not doing that. The problem with Volcanion is that it's not a consistent enough breaker. This team is going to need a breaker that can really pack a punch every time it comes in. I'll tell you what, here's what I like about Wellspring over Kartana. I like that Wellspring does not need Heal Bell because it can Ivy Cudgel and bypass contact. So that's really nice. That's really nice. Wellspring is not a Vulk check anymore, guys. Terra's banned. So let's consider that. Guys, what are you, like, Ghostium Z Saraledge? Like, what are we talking about? What are you even talking about? It's insane. No, we're not doing that. Anyway. Let's add on a Tusk. I think we definitely need a Tusk at this point. It makes too much sense. It fits too well with the team. Not much to say there. Someone said name a better breaker than Hoopa. There is no better breaker than Hoopa. But still, actually, yeah, hold up. Ursaluna. Let's check what if Ursaluna appreciates this. I mean, kind of. Like, Ursaluna is a great breaker, but I don't know if this is the time we make an Allo Ursa team. I think Altaria Mega is already slow enough. You know what actually does sound sick though? I mean, an idea popped into my head. We're not going to build this now. We're not going to build this now. But this just seems pretty cool. But we're not going to build that right now. We're going to go back to Altaria. But I just wanted to write that idea down because I kind of like that core concept. Okay, so let's say we did this, and we'll make a note. Card over Wellspring. We could also go an SD Z card. That could fit here too. That could totally fit here. Now, okay. Let's look at the rest of this team. What do we need? What are we losing to? We need more speed. We need... oh, jeez. More speed. A steal. Somebody recommending Cornerstone here. Kind of interesting. But I feel like Wellspring appreciates all this stuff a lot more than Cornerstone, and it's just generally a better Pokemon. What else do we need? Fairy Resist. Priority, ideally. Yeah, we're something better for Coco. A Ferrothorn is looking increasingly likely. Goldengo's not fast? What are you talking about? Do you know what speed is? This is Gen 9. This is not Gen 1. Goldengo's fast in Gen 1. Lauren, you gotta stop gassing up Goldengo in the chat. We're trying to build a team here. Okay, let's see. The style of this team will be having enough resources to wall so that these Pokemon can break. I do like the idea of gold here. I really do. But if we add gold here, it's going to be in a defensive capacity. Here's one idea. This just kind of popped into my head, but like, what about Ghostium Z, like whatever, something like that, and then like a Landorus, like a Scarflando. Just a concept, but let's kind of see how it looks. I feel like this really struggles to make a Scizor, but depending on the Goldengo set. How much is Goldengo doing to Mega Scizor? Okay, Z. Not enough. Definitely not enough. And we don't want to be getting cooked by Mega Scizor. So we've got to add something for that. Something for Scizor. Ghost Resist, yeah. For sure. Also, please like the stream. Remember to like the stream. That helps out a lot. Like the stream and subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, we need a ghost resist. Maybe Gambit doesn't give us a fair resist. How do we not lose to Mega Scizor? That Pokemon is kind of irritating. Curamancer, yeah. You know, I'm wondering if we maybe switch up our set a little bit here. AV Gambit is looking very difficult to say no to. Volcarona checks some boxes, but it doesn't fit particularly well here. I really don't want to run like a random HDB Roost Volk. This is tough. How do people answer Scizor in this format? Like, actually. I guess just like bulky waters, but if Olo doesn't do it, I mean, we could run Scald on Olo, but I feel like you really want Toxic for Wellspring, right? Really just need like a full flamethrower Pokemon that's not weak to that. Maybe we could look at Moltres. We do need ground immune. We do need a fair resist. Moltres covers a fair bit. Let's slap in a Moltres and kind of see what happens. So now we're left with what? Curamancer. So Moltres kind of does a lot of the things that Olo was supposed to do. So I wonder what if we abandon Olo? Maybe it wasn't the move. What if we abandon Olo and went over to Moltres as somebody earlier recommended? We would still need a Curamancer. Steel. Let's say we went King Gambit, AV Gambit. Although that really does work best with Olo, doesn't it? It really does. And we need something fast for our last. We need something speedy. Part of me just wants to go Dragapult. Coco might be interesting here, like especially a Z set. This would leave our team pretty weak to Coco. Maybe we probably go with something that can outspeed. Why did I know that's special attack? Xurkitree the goat though. Xurkitree's crazy, man. Okay. This is tough. Yeah, we do ideally want something that can outspeed Coco and put a lot of pressure on it. I'm seeing now why people don't use Mega Altaria. Building a balanced team might be kind of impossible in that decks. Like balance, the problem with what I'm doing right here is that balance is not really a good archetype. Yeah, see, I understand Scarf Defog Lando over Tusk fixes, it checks boxes, but it doesn't work well in practice. Like, Scarf Defog Lando is not what you want to run when you have an Altaria and an Ogre Pawn and a Moltres. It's just not what you want to run. Coco runs Dazzling Gleam. Come on, guys. We're coping if we don't think Coco's running Dazzling Gleam. Look at this. Look at this. Dazzling Gleam, 70%. Yeah, we could replace Gambit with Pharaoh, but that causes other issues. We still need a Ghost Resist. We still need something fast in one slot. Yeah, so that really doesn't get us where we need. It does not get us where we need to be going. I feel like I want to go back to the Allo core. I think that fits. I just kind of need to figure out a way to make that happen. I feel like a Lando would be good. So guys, please do like the stream. It really helps out a lot. Viewership is amazing. Especially for Natex, being at this many viewers in the building portion is incredible. Yeah, no, this is tough. Treads over Tusk? I mean, we could, but can Treads really remove anything? I guess it can. Like, Sinister's not much of a thing in Natex, right? Like, let's just check up on Sinister quickly. Sinister 0.45%. Yeah, that's not much of a thing. So maybe Treads actually can remove. I have seen Icium Treads be a big thing. So that could be interesting. So what if we did that? Somebody says, Pinka about to learn the harsh reality of Balance's viability. I know Balance is not notoriously, not known for being good in Natex, but I do think it can be. I think it has potential. Maybe we fit in, I'm just trying to think. I think we might have to give up on the ground immune. That's something that you can sometimes do, is just give up on the ground immune. Zama, I think, is kind of our ticket for speed. Let's say we went like SR, EQ, Rapid Spin, Ice Spinner with ICMZ Treads. I feel like that makes sense. That adds up. Gives us something good for Coco. We still need, so last slot. What do we need in this last slot? We need... Well, okay, let's just say we lose 2. Let's just make a we lose 2 list. We have 5 Pokemon. That's a good time to make an I lose 2 list. We lose 2. Mega Diancie. Toxapex. Volcarona. We don't lose to Goldengo, but it's not exactly a walk in the park. Yep, Scizor. Mega Scizor. Ival. Special Ival. It's looking like we need to run a Moltres. Somebody says stall. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, we do lose to stall, don't we? Quite a bit. Okay, here's an idea. I think there is actually a way out here. There is one incredible Pokemon that might be able to save us. Yeah, we're not terrible against Dynamo. Okay, what if we ran in this last slot a Z Fire Glow King? I think that would help a lot of our struggles. I think that would help a lot of our struggles. So let's say we took this away from treads and we ran. This is kind of a makeshift Scizor answer though, isn't it? How much can we do to Scizor? How much are we doing to Scizor with just regular flamethrower? See, that's the thing, that's just not enough, right? That's just not enough. Yeah. But if we go Moltres, we are kind of getting cooked by Stall. I think we have to replace this for a Z Kartana. I think that's the way. Mm-hmm. I think this is the way. Let's do a quick what we lose to check. I feel like we can handle everything if we make this change. Because I think Z Kartana can kind of beat Stall on its own. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I feel like with Wish support and Rock support, like it can kind of get that job done. Well, actually, I guess we can't really count on Rock support. But I think Stall can get that done on its own. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. This looks doable. This looks doable to me. Diancie is still scary. Specs Lele is still scary. Yeah, no, there are concerns. There are definitely concerns. I don't think we're that worried about Mega Diancie. Like we can kind of pivot around it a little bit. We can run a slightly extra Spadef Allo. Yeah, let's try this. So Moltres, I think they sometimes run Brave Bird, don't they? Or no, Moltres. They don't. Apparently, they don't often run Brave Bird, but we're going to do it. Roost. Maybe Wisp U-turn. Maybe we can go full physical. That would be kind of cool. Do we really need... No, we need Fire Stab. We need Fire Stab so we don't lose to Scizor. So let's do this. Let's do that. On Altaria, do we go Heal Bell or what's the plan? I feel like Heal Bell kind of looks nice here, but if we're not using it, we can get rid of it. Actually, no, that's fine. I don't think we need to outpace Gambit. I guess we can outspeed Gambit. I don't think SD sets are that common, but it doesn't hurt. It honestly doesn't hurt that much to go a little off there. Wish, Protect, Toxic, Flip Turn. Now, here's what we want to do. All of them will Diancie, Mega. This is the problem, right? Let's get rid of this. So we put it in here, but that's still kind of a two-shot. I think we need to go... Oh my god, that's not great, is it? Let's go Leftovers on this. No, let's just go Boots. I think between Allo, Treads, and Moltres, we'll probably have... Well, we might be able to take a hit. Does this get, like, Flash Cannon? It does not. Diance's going to be scary. But hopefully not unbeatably scary. But we'll find out. That seems fine here. I think that's a solid set. Well, part of me actually wants to run Ice Fang, but at the same time... Goldango be Goldanging. Toxic over Heal Bell on Mega Altaria. I mean, kind of. It does help with Molt. Let's take a look at the stuff that swaps in on Altaria. Toxic doesn't look that good. Like, almost all these Pokemon are immune to Toxic. I'm going to keep it here for a minute. Yeah, Roar does stop Bulk Sweep, but we have a Brave Bird Moltres, so I'm really not worried about that possibility. I'm not worried about that outcome. Let's see here. 48, we'll go there. Why not? Lauren, I've heard your point. I don't think we're worried about Volcarona. We have a Roar Moltres. That's pretty much as solid as it gets. On this, what do we go? Leftovers? That seems fine. We could actually run LO SD card here and keep Z on treads. That might be okay. But for now, let's just go with this. Attacking, do we want to go a bulkier set? My concern if we don't, I think we do go a bulkier set here. How much speed do we really need? Let's check the speed tier. So treads is at 106. What's like around that? There's Blaze, which we're not outspeeding anyway. Some fake Pokemon you never see. Let me see a relevant Pokemon that we want to outspeed. Probably Garchomp is fair, which hits, I believe, 333. So as long as we're 334, we're good. And then we can put some in attack. Let's try that. Allo. No, that's not right. What am I doing here? We can maybe go Spidef Allo if we end up really worried. Cart, I like Gracium. But is that optimal? This team lacks Spidef. Very true. Actually, it really does, doesn't it? Do we maybe go Spidef Molt? It's kind of an impromptu special wall. I think that's probably the move. Yeah, you make a good point. We have 3 physical walls and not 1 special wall. So I do like special Molt here. I think we have enough on the physical side. This also kind of gives us sort of a Lele switch in, kind of. I don't think we need to go level 99 Allo. This team doesn't. I put level 99 Allo on that one Hyper Offense team I made because it really, really needed it. I don't get the sense that this team really needs it. I'm not running Mystical Fire. It gets sub-vulked on. I mean, I guess we could run Mystical Fire. Might be a good idea. Does it kill Scizor? Kills Scizor. Fine. Let's try Mystical Fire. It doesn't get that in Gen 9, I'm pretty sure. So this will be kind of a cool one. Let's do this. Keep it simple there. We could go Phytanium. Yeah, I think this might be a rude awakening as to the nature of balance in Natex. I might be about to get smoked, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The other option is AV Alo. I think that we probably should have considered that earlier, but AV Alo would fix quite a few of the concerns we've been having. It wouldn't give us wish passing, but I don't feel like our team really needs wish passing. But let's first just get a sense for how Alo plays. That's the other thing. I don't want this building to take forever. And sometimes, even if you don't think a team's good, or even if you see problems, block challenges. Even if you see problems, it's good to just play the team so you can get a sense for how Altaria works. Lauren, I'm not actually sure what Frostlass team you're talking about. Somebody recommending I go super Spadaf on treads. That's not a bad idea. I do get the appeal there. Like, what if this was just the world's fattest iron treads? There's a lot to be said for that. There's actually a lot to be said for that. I don't want to still outspeed Tusk. No, but we don't really need to, do we? How fast does Goldengo ever run timid in this tier? Let's see what Goldengo's cooking. Okay, so they do run timid a fair amount of the time. So let's try to outpace Goldengo. We do have Molt, though, which kind of super hard walls it, but we don't want to be getting spin blocked either. Which Goldengo? Oh, no, I know Goldengo. It's 293, right? If we're here, we might as well outspeed Tusk. Let's try this. If we need to make treads fatter on the special side, we can. We could go, like, full-on special treads. Yeah. We'll go 301. I think that's a good middle ground there. I think that's a healthy place. Zama, I kind of wanted to run Ice Fang, but I feel like we have enough. We have enough for that. So let's roll with this. Okay, here we go. We're facing what looks to be another kind of fat balance team. WinCon here, we all know it's Kartana, not a secret. Obviously, Pex is going to be rough. We do have Heal Bell, which is nice, so we can get out of Scald Burns. I think I kind of just want to lead Treads here, get up rocks. I figured Torn would be leading. Let's just get up rocks. Yeah, we get knocked, so be it. I'll Ice Spinner here. Okay, let's get up rocks again. Okay, cool. That went pretty much about how I thought it would. But we can go Molt here. Okay, that's Specs, and we have... That's definitely Specs, yeah. And we have one switch in, which is Alo. Let's go Pex. Okay, we got burned, but we have Heal Bell, so let's just knock here, I guess. Unfortunate that we, like, just because we have Heal Bell definitely does not mean we want to get Scald Burned immediately. Let's Heal Bell now. And we can just Natural Cure out of this. We definitely want to Toxic this Torn. Getting this thing poisoned is huge. And I love that it stayed into knock there. I'm shocked, but I'm really happy with that. And we can flip turn here, and awesome. Defog did not come off. We're absolutely going into cart here. And I do think I just click SD. Torn might come in hard. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to respond with Olo here. I think the Torn will go for an attack. Someone said we low-key got no specs freeze-dry switch-ins. We high-key have no specs freeze-dry switch-ins. There's nothing low-key about our lack of ability. I have no idea. We are so relieved that for some reason, the Kyurem didn't come in there. Total kind of a throw by our opponent, not gonna lie. Let's roost here. Okay, like that's not... I'm not really worried about that. Let's go Zama. It will take a big double iron, but it'll be okay. I'll go into cart here as the Pex comes in, and then we can knock, hopefully catch the Torn. Okay, well, I don't know why Torn came in there. Doesn't... Okay, well, I guess that's fine. Let's go Treads. And, okay, interesting. Let's Earthquake. Hits everything pretty hard here, except for Ting Lu. But that's okay. We can get Altaria in for a heal bell here. Heal our paralyzed guys. Yeah, that didn't do much at all. Let's go Olo. We can Wish up here. Let's Wish. Okay, like I do not care about getting poisoned, really. Let's Flip Turn. And let's bring in Kartana. Hopefully not get Skull Burned immediately again. Let's see. Do we get Skull Burned? Kartana, don't do it. Oh, Kartana, buddy. Dude, this is so annoying. Like, we can't... Just because we have Heal Bell does not mean it's okay to be getting Skull Burned, because you lose a lot of momentum just like going into Pokemon like that. Good news is a lot of health lost on Kyurem there for no real good reason, and we can just bring in this and U-turn easily. So that's good. We're happy with Kyurem coming in there at a turn where it can't do much. That's definitely a good turn. Let's Tech Tier just to get a little bit of damage off on this Torn, put some pressure on it. And let's Flip Turn out. Yeah, it's going to Hurricane. That's totally fine. So what I'm interested in is, can Altaria come in here and can it get off a Defog? I mean, can it get off a Heal Bell, rather? No, so it's not going to be able to. I think we go Zama, and then I double Altaria. Because surely you switch out this Torn here and you don't just let it die, and you go Pax. And when you go Pax, then I can Heal Bell. I don't imagine you sack Torn here for no reason. Like, I know CB Zama is a popular set. Don't U-turn here. Don't you dare. Oh my gosh, you stayed in. Why would you ever do that? I'm so confused by why you would ever do that, but at least the Hurricane missed. Do we stay in here? Like, I'm at a loss for why I'm in this situation. Let's go Molt, I guess. Okay, the U-turn finally did come out. I have no idea why you'd stay in there on the Zama. I guess, okay, so we've learned something in this exchange. Boppy Dop does not think my Zamazenta can touch his Tornadus in any capacity. So let's keep that in mind, because that will be important info. Okay, Flip Turn. Cool, we live. Great. I think we have to sack Altaria. I think we have to Heal Bell and let it go and just hope we don't get burned every freaking time. I'm going to Heal Bell here. Yeah, I think we need to Heal Bell here. Because I don't want to... Okay, good. It over prediction from our opponent, and now we can Roost up. That's great. That is really, really good. This is tough, though. I think I want to go Cart here. I'm expecting maybe a Kyurem switch. Okay. Here, I feel like we just go for Big Grass and, like, just get something seriously damaged. If like Melmetal comes in, that's totally fine. I believe we now do kill with the Sacred Sword. I'm just going to go for that. Not going to read, not going to overthink it, and we do get the kill. Yeah, I don't know why Bobby does not seem to think this Tornadus is like... I don't understand. I don't really understand the way Bobby's playing, I'm going to be honest. So many oddities. Let's go Treads here. Can take anything. We can get off a spin if Torn stays in. I'm actually going to do the waiting trick a little bit here. Pause, think like maybe, am I that guy? Would I stay in? And then we can go Treads. Let's see what happens. We get Hurricane. Great. So that's the ideal situation. And now we can Rapid Spin. And what we want to do is wish up Allo. Allo being healthy is going to be crucial for this end game. That's really what we want to do. We want to heal up Allo. Okay, do we outspeed Tinglu? Let me check this. Actually, I don't know why am I doing this. Well, we can check in here in CalcDAX. Tinglu's speed 126, so we are outsped by Tinglu. So let's go Molt. Somebody asked what my thoughts are on a Pinka Cross Fight Night. I'd be down to do it. Sounds fun. So yeah, there's like a Natdex Fight Night thing starting. I think it sounds really cool. We're going to go into Allo here. On the rocks, that's great. We can wish up. Unless this Tinglu has Whirlwind. But I'm suspecting it does not. It does have Whirlwind. But hey, honestly, that's not the worst thing. Let's get a knockoff here. I feel like knockoff is a no-brainer. Tornadus keeps coming in. So let's just get a knockoff. And Allo still did get to regen, so that's not terrible. Let's Roost. Let's Roost here for sure. Let's bring in Allo. So I am totally okay with this getting poisoned. I want it to be healthy. So let me Tect. And then let's Wish again, and then let's bring in Altaria. I think that's the move. And I hope Kyurem comes in here, because if it does, we can just go into Molt again. Okay, let's flip turn. Altaria shouldn't, unless this Pex has like Ice Beam, we should be fine here. Scald? Yeah, that's not going to kill. Burned, but that's fine. We have Natural Cure. Why did that Wish heal so little? Actually, I guess it healed a good bit. Let's Heal Bell here. And we're going to get poisoned, but it doesn't really matter. Let's go into Cart now and hope we don't get burned immediately again. And the reason it doesn't matter is because we have Natural Cure, which is super cool. Which, for those of you that don't know, the reason I've been keeping this Altaria consistently, like not in Mega form, is because of Natural Cure. It's a really cool ability. So yeah, I've been keeping Altaria in non-Mega form because of Natural Cure. Let's bring in Cart and get Scald burned immediately. Okay, Torn came in. Fair enough. I can pretty much just go Allo here. No reason not to. Allo being healthy is amazing for this end game. Defog? Okay, this is the time where we try to Wish up Treads. Kyurem's gonna come in. We can just go Molt on this. We want to get Treads wished up, though. We definitely do. We want rocks badly. Okay, my opponent trying to establish themselves in the hazard side of this, which is fair. That's a good way to go about it. I'm going to Wish up here. Yeah, Perish Trap would have been good here. True. That's true. Let me Toxic here, because, yeah, I was going to say, I think Whirlwind really wants to come out. Can we... It would have been really great if we could have gotten Treads, but I guess I can't complain too much. Like, that was fine. We can Tect here. Get a little more HP on that thing. Let's try to Toxic and catch an incoming Kyurem. Hey, we got it. Kind of just throwing it out, because Boppy Dop has been playing really carelessly, to be honest, so... I felt like there wasn't much of a reason not to go for that. Let's Wish here. Okay, cool. Zama can live here, right? Yeah, let's get in Zama. Okay, we get poisoned, but Zama's fully healthy. That's cool. Let's get in Cart, and let's start clicking moves there. I don't like how unhealthy Treads is. Let's get Scald burned quickly. Oh my god, Kartana, you're something. Let's knock off the Torn here. Okay, Peck stays in. Let's SD. Tourniquet, fair enough. We can go Mola. We can Wish here. This game is honestly just such a matter of time. Like, I don't see how... Okay, yeah, there's it. Because, see, that was a terrible move, because now we get Treads healed all the way up. Like, Treads is so back. So this is really bad for Boppy Dop here. This is really bad for Boppy Dop. I just go for rocks. I don't really mind taking a Scald. I mean, I mind taking a Scald, but it's not the end of the world. And we don't even get burned. Extra nice. I kind of would have liked it if we got Scald burned there. Let's now... let's Wish up cart. We have 7. I think that should be enough. Let's Wish up cart here. Okay, let's SD. Okay, Boppy Dop realizing he loses. GG. That was an extremely extended game. I'm a little upset at Kartana for continuously getting Scald burned, but guys, yes, Perish Trap, although might have done well, although it kind of would have just gotten phased out by Ting Lu. But let's acknowledge, Heal Bell was really good there. Heal Bell was really good there. Okay. Have fun. Okay. I like Olo a lot here. I like Malt. Malt looks kind of good. Mega Altaria gets one shot by Mega Diancie, right? I think it gets one shot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're dying. Okay. I like SD cart. I feel like this is just kind of a weird game because I don't really know how to start it, but I think Olo is a fine start because if Diancie leads, okay, yeah, this is fine. We can just flip turn on this. We get knocked, like, okay, that's really not the end of the world. Let's go cart, and we can knock off. I don't imagine Gambit ever wants to stay in here. I'm hoping to knock the Zapdos. Ideally, we don't get staticked, but we can Heal Bell. Okay, we get rid of Boots, and we don't need any of that business. That's great. Okay, we go Treads on this. We get Heat Waved. Not great. Let's set up rocks. Heat Waved again. We didn't get burned at least. Go Olo on this. Okay, and very, very simple Toxic here. Okay. Unfortunate Volt Switch. I was hoping it would not be Volt Switch, but that's fine. Maybe should have wished there. Would have been better. Trishula knows the sets. Sure. I'll always take info. I play against my opponent when I don't know their sets and they know my sets plenty of the time. I am happy to take advantages if they are granted. Okay, Never Ending Nightmare comes off, doesn't do that much. Cool. Okay, now this is where things get dicey. This is where things get really dicey. I don't think this Diancie ever clicks Diamond Storm here. It clicked Power Gem. Good heavens. Okay, well, we're in trouble, guys. Let's click Stone Edge. Okay, and we miss. Okay. Not ideal. Okay, let's Wish here. We're not out of this yet, but obviously that was not my favorite turn. Okay. Let's get in Dreads. And EQ. And kill. And we don't kill. Oh, but it misses Focus Blast. Heck yeah. We take those. We absolutely take those. We do. I take them every day of the week. I take those. Okay. Let's go Olo here to scout. U-turn. Okay. Olo's looking amazing now. I have no reason not to click Wish. It's not doing that much. I was gonna say, I was just about to correct myself and say never mind, there is a reason Urshifu can kind of outspeed me, but I can just heal up now. This is nice. Yeah, this is nice. Okay. Let's flip turn. I don't want to go for a... I was going to say, I don't want to go for a Toxic because Mega Diancie might come in and try to school me. Depending on what comes in here, we probably go Treads and Spin. This is interesting. I actually feel like I kind of like Zama CC. I like Zama CC a lot, I think, but it's kind of tricky because if Zapdos comes in and we get paralyzed, like if we don't get static, the correct play is going Cart, clicking Sacred Sword, and then Graciuming the Zapdos, right? Like that's the move there, but okay. I think this is the right win path. I think we go Kartana and we Sacred Sword here. Okay, we get suckered, we kill the Gambit. That's fine. That worked well. That's fine. I honestly think it's got to be Scarf, surely, right? It's got to be. Let's just go Mega Altaria. Like, what else is it good for, really? And we can just mega hyper voice here. Like, no real reason to do anything else. Yeah, Diancie comes in, we take it really low. We could go Treads and Predict. I actually think we just sack this, then go Treads. I think that's better. Yeah. Like, I think we're in the position, in a good enough position that we can afford to sack. We don't need to be making crazy plays. Because, like, what if I went Treads there and then got Earth Power predicted? Actually, it looks like this is... I overestimated our Treads here. Because it looks like that would have just killed me anyway. So, okay, but now we outspeed, and we definitely Ice Spinner here. We definitely Ice Spinner here. Someone said, Pinka... Wait, did Pinka want to do Mega Altaria, or is this because I wanted to... I wanted to do Mega Altaria. I wanted to do this one. This was not... I was not forced into Mega Altaria. So, close combat with Unseen Fist is kind of scary in this endgame. I do think I let Treads go here. Yeah, I do think I let Treads go and just Earthquake. That's fine. Zama comes in. I think we do just have to hope we don't get staticked. We could go Alo as well. Alo is taking 40 from this. That's not much. That in mind, I think we actually go Alo and Toxic. Yeah, I think we go Alo Toxic. Okay, critical hit. We don't like to see that. So now we have a chance to die. That really sucks, actually. But let's see what we can do here. Zama is getting 2-shot, I believe. Yeah, Zama's getting 2-shot, but now Alo has a chance. That was an unfortunate crit. Yeah, okay. Dang, that sucked. I think we can win the game with Alo, though, to be honest. I think we can just win the game with Alo. Somebody's saying E-Belt is better. Either way, I think Zama is definitely the sack here. Okay, so can we, with Alo flip turn? Flip turn is going to do 22 plus 25. That will get the kill. So we can go Alo here, flip turn into Cart. No, then that'll just let the Zapdos come in. That's the only thing we can do, though. That critical hit was not good for us. Okay, that's great. Can I kill with Leaf Blade here? Depending on this, let's calc that flip turn. Let's calc that flip turn right now. Smart to preserve Urshiep, but I don't think it has enough PP to get through me. So that flip turn did 18. So this does imply a more defensive Landorus, but we're likely to KO. I think I do go for the Leaf Blade. If we KO, we're in a really good spot. Fantastic. That's really good. That's really good. Yeah, I know. I think E-Belt is a good point. Let's try that. So I think I'm about to show you guys what's called an epic gamer move. Because I think I can win all OV Zapdos. I'm calling that... Well, actually, hold on. Let's think about this carefully. No, because it won't Volt Switch itself out, will it? That's the concern. Okay, I think we go Allo and we flip turn. Yeah, it's the only way. We've gotta not get critical hit again. That is part of what needs to happen here. Oh, that was my opponent threw. That was not the move. You should not have done that. Staying in was the move there. Staying in was absolutely the move because now, yeah, okay. Opponent threw. We're good. Or I believe they threw, unless, yeah, no, that's against the defensive Zapdos. Okay, opponent threw. We're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. You too. They played, for the most part, well. I do think they threw that ending scenario, but hey. Whew. Okay, we got the win. We got the win. That was good. And now we've got an E-Belt Zama. Mega Altaria was really helpful last game, not so much this game. I really like E-Belt Zama here. It looks great. Okay. Let's see here. We got 200 viewers. Amazing. Gotta like the stream for that. Okay. Let's see. I kind of like Altaria here, but then there's that Heatran. But Altaria does stop Moon, so that's good. Allo looks great, of course. I honestly kind of... Heatran is annoying, but we have answers. I kind of like leading with Allo here. We want rocks for sure. Let's lead with Allo for now. Okay, Moon lead. Cool. Let's Toxic. Okay, that went pretty well. I'm going to Toxic again. I don't think you stay in here. Okay, Heatran comes in. Fair enough. Let's flip turn. No way. Yeah, I was like there's no way you're going to be some crazy set. Let's rock up. Heatran stayed in, but it missed. We're haxing today, boys. All right. And it is leftovers. Let's go Molt on this. I mean, not Allo. Excuse me. Let's Toxic. Great. We poison the Wellspring. We poisoned the well, if you will. Let's go Alt on this. We can... I feel like Mega Evo this game is just the better play. So we're not so weak to rocks. And we see no play rough. I just want to Hyper Voice and get damage off. I don't know what this Lando's going to do. I don't know if it's going to be some kind of crazy like Rock Polish SD, but I just want to get damage off. I'm happy with that. Now that we know this Moon's poisoned, I think we're okay with letting Altaria go down here. I feel like it kind of did what it came to do. I think it did what it came to do. I think we just stay in. Oh my gosh, Altaria, you lived a continental crush. Legend. Let's go Molt. I mean, why not, right? Okay, wow, I forgot. There was a very good why not, and that reason is we're not a physically defensive Moltres. Okay, let's sack the Altaria. Altaria, you did amazing, though. You should be really proud. Let's Stone Edge. Okay, we had Heatran in. Let's CC. Okay. Stone Edge. Honestly, even burned, we're looking really good this game, so I'm not super stressed. Let's just CC again. As I said, even burned, we're looking pretty good. Definitely the fake out's coming, so we can fish with Molt once. Oh wow, good move, good play. Let's wish. kind of heal up on this. Wellspring wants to come in, that's fine. We can just get that toxic damage ticking. Let's protect again. Oh, synthesis. Okay, fair enough. This is still not a super threatening set, but that definitely is more threatening. We can go Olo on this every time, I think. I don't see a reason not to. Okay, we get you turned on. Like, that's fine. As I said, I don't feel the need to predict. I think we're in a dominant enough position that we kind of just play this endgame in a really obvious manner. And we win anyway. It is a shame Altaria doesn't get Boom Burst. That really would have made its mega set take off. I would have loved that. We can tech here. Go cart. Get you, like, that's fair. As I said, I don't think we're really worried. Not yet, at least. I think we can kind of just keep gaming around. We can go cart here, can't we? How much is U-turn doing? 20. Yeah, we can go cart here. Synthesis, yep. Yes, sir. Probably just big grass. Yeah, let's just big grass on this. Like, whatever comes in is gonna get hit with this. Molt, so be it. Let's knock off. I mean, that is kind of the obvious move here, and I think that's okay. If we knock Moltres, it's not going to have a good time coming in again. That's okay. Now we can go Olo. Okay, getting rid of that is totally fair. Let's wish so we can bring in Zama on the Wellspring. Because I believe Zama can live any hit here. Yeah, we're living any hit, so let's just go Zama. Yep. Get Zama nice and healthy. Let's wish. I'm getting cart here. Heal it up. This is a slow end game, but I think I am playing this optimally. Like, I'm so happy to PP stall this thing. Like, you don't even know how happy I am to PP stall this thing. I could do it all day. As long as long as we don't get critical hit, I can wish pass up here, and then I'm at full with regen. I will stall the synthesis out of this thing. Let's tech again. I don't care. I could do it all day. Screw all day. I could do this all year. I could do this all century. Okay, we can just PP stall this. Yes, that's doing like a little much, but we can just go Olo. And it didn't get, poor thing did not escape, so we can tech now, and it'll die to poison. So there's one more Pokemon down in this slow war of attrition endgame. Probably Treads is the thing to let go. I feel like Treads is, like, in theory, getting up rocks would be great, but Treads is just not doing much, the poor thing. Let's CC. As I said, I don't feel like we need to predict. I'm going to crunch here, because actually I don't even need to, like, care about Flame Body. If we miss a Stone Edge, like, okay, GG. Actually, no, CC would have been better there, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Okay, we got a win. That's 3 wins in a row, and we are into 1800s. Not bad. Somebody in chat saying the opponent's Moltres deserves a raise for living at 1%, but it also never burned the Zama. So I don't know if the Moltres deserves a raise. I think it had some questionable moments that game. Okay, we got some good stuff here. I think we like Altaria for Hawlucha, but the Hawlucha will get the Psychic Seed, so let's run a quick calc on that. See if we're killing Lucha with +1 SPDEF. No, not quite. Okay, so we got to consider that. We are not killing Lucha, but we are doing a good bit. Lucha is actually super scary. Yeah, that's super scary. I think we really want rocks up. We really want rocks up. Let's lead with this, and let's just get up rocks. Okay, that's a great start. We're happy with that. Gambit wants to come out. I feel like, I mean, call me crazy, but I'm just going to Earthquake this. What are you going to do? Like, Kowtow Cleave? Why are you running Kowtow Cleave? That's not a thing, right? Like, nobody runs Kowtow Cleave. It shouldn't be a thing. It doesn't make any sense for it to be a thing. Does Sucker kill me here? It does, says the calc. Let's go Allo. If we get Pursuit Trapped here, my opponent's crazy, and they deserve it. Okay, no. Yeah, we can flip turn here, and we should get the kill on most Gambits. Let's see. No, barely hanging on. We could establish Altaria's Mega here. Probably not a bad idea. Maybe would have been better to go into Cart in retrospect, because this is going to let Lele in pretty easily, but I don't feel like we really needed Treads for anything else that badly anyway. Lando's going to come in to take the Hyper Voice. Okay. That indicates, let's check those EVs, that indicates a max HP set, so I'm happy to stay in and click that again. Lando going to defog, but it's not going to be able to do that again. I think this is a good opportunity to try to wish up Treads. Let's Toxic immediately. If it's Psychium, it's Psychium. Lele's going to have a Lele moment, but okay, cool. I'm pretty sure Moltres can take, based on that damage, Moltres can take this. Yeah. Cool, let's Roost. Okay, that's kind of a suspicious switch. I'm going to go into Allo. Okay, we got Poise. That's fine. But we can Wish here. I would like to Wish up Treads if we can. Okay, if we can flip turn out here. It might be Helmet, though. If we hit it with a physical move, we haven't. Let's Tect. Okay, Gambit comes in. Let's flip turn here. I wish we'd flipped turn. That would have been perfect, but... yeah, I was a little worried about the possibility of a... yeah, I was a little worried about the possibility of Rocky Helmet there. Okay, credit to it. Landra's lit. I mean, Gambit keeps on living. Probably we just go Mega Altaria here. We could go Treads and get up rocks first. I think I like the Treads rocks play better because that denies our opponent removal and denies them rocks ever. And they might think we're trying to go for the kill and Sucker Punch, which would be extra swell. No, okay, well played, but I still stand by my decision. I think, because that's going to block the Lando from entering. Which is great, obviously. And that Sucker did not do much. Let's double check, make sure we can still live a Holucha Acrobatics. Oh, it's looking scary based on that, because it's going to have none. Okay, Holucha. Okay, now is it? Okay, let's just put it at +6, because that'll essentially be... okay, so we're still living, which is great. We can go Molt every time on this. So this is probably Z Victini, and our answer to that is not, we don't have an answer. We're ready, we're not ready for this set, is the truth. Let's Brave Bird. Oh, it's Substitute, thank God it's clicking Substitute for some reason. I don't know why you would sub, like that was a throw. If you'd click this the previous turn, you'd be so set. Like, I don't know why you did that. Do we two-shot now? Please tell me we two-shot. It's going to be close. Stored power. Yeah, I don't know why you'd click... I guess out of fear of Toxic, which that's kind of fair. Yeah, this is going to do too much, so we do have to Brave Bird here. And we have to hope we kill. Come on, Moltres, come on. Moltres! Moltres, Moltres, Moltres. At least it's not Extender. I'm pretty sure Allo can live. Yeah, Allo will live. It's not going to be fun, but Allo will take it. But this is going to be definitely a scary endgame. Like, Altaria almost wins, but it doesn't quite win. I think we do win this, though. Let's go cart for now. I'm not dead to Stored Power. Of course Mola ate. It's a Mola. Eating is what Mola does. Okay, this is like... Is this Scarf? This has got to be Scarf if it's doing that, right? Does Lele kill with a Scarf Psychic? It actually doesn't kill with... It has to Focus Blast here to kill me if it's Scarf, which is hilarious. So let's Leaf Blade. It does not get the kill. Kartana living a strong special attack. The legend... we Gracium Z here, which actually kills, which is hilarious. Okay, Halucha, smart play there, just going for the Acro. We go Malt, we Hyper Voice. We do live 2 of these, we calced it, we checked. We made a list, we checked it twice. We're not Santa Claus, but we're coming for a present, and that present is a win. Okay, and we just click Hyper Voice here. Let's see what kind of set this Pult is. It's going to U-turn. That killed, actually. Hold up. How much did this do earlier? Because I feel like that U-turn should not have killed. Treads took 12. Is this a banded Pult? Treads took 12. Okay, it's like probably Jolly Band. I think in every world I just go Zama and click Crunch here. I don't see, yeah. No critical hit. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we're 4-0. Altaria did pretty well that game. Altaria did pretty well that game. It walled what we needed it to wall. It killed what we needed it to kill. It put the pressure on. Also, shout out to our insane opponent for using Cow Toe Cleave on a Kingambit and Nat decks. Figures, we're in 1800s and we're facing that kind of thing. That is a bit of a Nat Dex moment. I love Nat Dex, but that's a bit of a Nat Dex moment. Facing Cow Toe Cleave Gambit at that elo. Although, ironically, it was better against Olo in that matchup because I didn't end up needing boots and knockoff would have been weaker. So, what do I know? Maybe Kowtoe's great. There will never be a Wiglet live. I can promise you guys that. There will never be a Wiglet live so long as I control my own channel. Which I hope will be forever. Unless, I don't know, maybe AI will take over. But that's discussion for another day. Let's take a look here. We don't have weather, but we have a really, really good answer to Venu and Sun. I feel like we have a pretty solid matchup. I actually kind of like just spamming Hyper Voice with Altaria. I think that looks really good. Is this a lead arrow or a mega arrow? Either way, if it's a mega, let's just check mega. Let's say like a mega arrow. Dual Wing Beat, Earthquake, Stone Edge. What? Oh no, this is not mega ult. Yeah, I think we're walling this pretty handily. Let's just Mega Evolve and Hyper Voice. Okay. DD, you're gonna go DD immediately? Okay, that's actually kind of scary. We have a small chance to kill here. I probably just Hyper Voice here. Okay, we don't get critical hit. That's good. I can go Treads, and then I think we go Treads, double Olo, and then we flip turn. Probably Earthquake last, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, and nothing will kill here other than a Stone Edge critical hit. So as long as we don't get Stone Edge critical hit, we're good. Dual Wing Beat with Tough Claws is pretty cool, but as long as one of those doesn't critical hit and it doesn't, we're good. Okay, Mega Arrow dead. Everything's alive. We're weakened. Definitely our team took a hit there, but we're pretty okay with that. I like going Altaria here because it can kind of threaten to roost up on anything. Yeah, no, I'm not going to run Wiglet. No, it has nothing to do with big stall. It has to do with Wiglet being terrible. Let's go Kartana immediately on this because I don't want to deal with SD sets. That Earthquake did, yeah, that did about as much as I'd expect. Let's Bloom Doom because I think this thing might stay in. Yeah, sure enough, a lot of Garchomp think they can live any hit from Cart, and they are right, but not Zgrassium. That's like the one thing you just never can live, no matter how crazy you are. Does Altaria die if this thing boosts up with Body Press fully? Yes, it does, but if it's at... Do we have to go hard Altaria so we don't get boosted up on? How much is like close combat doing if it's just like an offensive set? I think we go hard Altaria here just so we don't get like Iron Def body pressed on. If it's Heavy Slam, it's Heavy Slam and we weren't really going to deal with it anyway. Let's just Roost. Stone Edge, we live because Altaria is a beast. Fantastic. Altaria is doing exactly what we hoped and prayed it would do. That's a lot of credit. Oh, Sleep is not banned in this format. Good reminder from Torkoal there. Okay, but we can just spam pivoting moves forever, so I'm not really too broken up about that. Let's Mystical Fire, or do we Brave Bird to hit? Let's Mystical Fire. Okay, let's just go Zama here. We can start clicking CC. Looks pretty good. Okay, we get Pursuit Trapped. Molt takes a lot of damage. Good to know. We do have to now fear Venu a lot more. I would like to heal it up if we have a chance. I would like to heal it up. Let's actually go Mola right here, because that Pursuit I think is banded. Let's check that. Yeah, that should be banded. Damage. Really low for banded, though. Yeah, like it should have done a little more, but I'm going to say that's probably banded. Let's go Mola here, because I really, really want to heal up Moltres. I really want to heal up Moltres. Yeah, Venusaur can come in hard here, but it cannot kill Moltres, not even with a Sludge Bomb. Poisonium Z is the only thing that's going to kill a Moltres here. Yeah, Giga Drain definitely will not do it. We can U-turn this time. Yeah, T-Tar coming in was quite predictable there. Let's go Zama, and let's just click Close Combat. Torkoal, cool. Good damage. Let's go Mola, likely on the Fire move. That's totally fine. I'll Flip Turn here. Venu comes in again. Cool. Let's go into this. I'll U-turn. Okay, it growth this time. That's okay. We want to keep Altaria around. But here's what we can do. We can Scout if it has a Poison move. So we can go Kartana here. Kartana's not that important at this point. Interesting. Hidden Power. I don't know what that could be. It gets Weather Ball, so I don't imagine to be Hidden Power Fire. It was neutral against Kartana. Hidden Power Ice. That's my guess. I think it's HP Ice. I'm going to U-turn again. Okay, cool. That worked out. Even if it didn't, like, what if I got it wrong? Okay, I teched, I sack something, Sun runs out, I go Zama. So even if I got that play wrong, it wouldn't have been the end of the world. Torkoal now looking like it's in a bit of a dire spot. I'm going to just CC again. Now there is no more Sun, so if Venu comes out, we go hard Molt, and this time we click Mystical Fire. We do not try to play around it anymore. We do not try to play around T-Tar. We don't need to play around T-Tar. Yeah, even here, I'm just going to Mystical Fire. It's this Venusaur's last chance to do anything, so it had to make a play there, and we just shut that down. We said no. We probably outspeed this, to be honest, so I actually kind of like the idea of roosting here. Okay, we just get knocked off and destroyed. Let's just go Zama CC. And then we can almost certainly finish off this Zama with our Altaria. Dual Weather is cool, but it's not good. And that, remember, we are aiming for competitiveness here. Let's CC. Let's just get damage. Okay, it is ID. I think we just go hard Altaria on that. Critical hit, kind of unfortunate, but doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's Hyper Voice now. I think this will just probably kill, but Body Press will need to critical hit twice, and Hyper Voice bypasses Substitute, so that's going to be a fast track to the win for us there. Nice. Glowbro Gang asks, Pink Across, are there any tiers, not NatDex or OU, that you're thinking of playing as well, / expanding horizons? Also, guys, like for the win, we're 5-0, that's pretty good. Yeah, so there are definitely some, I mean, there are a lot of, I think Anything Goes looks super fun, because it's just like, what if there were no restrictions? What if there were no restrictions? That just seems so cool. Like being able to run like baton pass and minimize and like evasion stuff and just everything. Like playing Pokemon in its purest form sounds so fun. So I like the idea of Anything Goes. I like the idea of VGC because it's so popular. This is called Showdex, someone asked. So yeah, probably Anything Goes. Gen 3 OU obviously looks kind of cool. But I feel like Gen 3 OU is a bit too explored for me. Probably Anything Goes or VGC would be the two formats I'd consider branching out to. But I've got to be careful too, because if you play too many formats, you become not good at any of them. And I want to be able to give you guys really updated, current meta info and discuss metagames that I understand well while having enough time to play, because I don't have a lot of time, you know, being in college and having a lot to do makes things a little tough. But let's get into this game. I think our main way of breaking this, because there is a PAX, which unfortunately walls a lot of our normal means of progress, and there's a Corviknight, which is going to make things tough for some of our other Pokemon, but I think our way to break here is going to have to be Kartana. We definitely do have the resources to break, but it won't be a free game by any means. I think we should also make Treads outspeed Lele. Lele's 317, right? Actually, at this point, we might as well outspeed Kyurem. So we want to hit 320 on this, I think, and then we can put that and spit out. I think that's going to be better for Treads. I study electrical engineering. Okay. But as for what to start this game with, I think I like Olo. I'm going to click Toxic. Poisoning a Tinglu would be great. Especially, I really hope the Tinglu... Yes, that's great, because we can remove pretty easily against this team. I'm not worried about removing. So a Poison Tinglu kind of gives us, in a sense, kind of says, here, you can have the hazard situation long term. It's yours, my friend. That's great news. I really want to get up rocks, even if Treads takes damage. I think that's a good trade. And if Corv wants to defog, I'm okay with that. If Corv wants to defog, I'm okay with that. Because, as I said, now that the Tinglu's poisoned, I'm in a really good position for the long-term hazard game. I think my opponent made a mistake. Excuse me. I think my opponent made a mistake turn one. I think my opponent should have gone into Toxapex. Toxapex hardwalls Olo, and my opponent is really in no rush against my team. The only thing on my team that really threatens them is Kartana. Maybe they're worried, like, I just can't see being too worried about anything else. I can go Olo here and just flip turn on this. I'm really not worried about this Tinglu, especially now that it's just getting slowly chipped. It's a super free flip turn. I can regen off Ruination without much of a problem. Corviknight's going to come in. That's great. We love Corviknight getting chipped. We really, really like that. I can go Molt here, and I'm thinking this Corviknight will be scared out, so I'm going to go for a U-turn. Worst case, the Molt just stayed in, you know, tried to power through. Great opportunity to go Cart. This is kind of the opportunity we were waiting for, and now I just want a Swords Dance. Sceptile's going to come in. I did not see that coming, but we can just go Molt, and we can just U-turn. Sorry, I need to get some water. Sceptile going to make kind of a bold play, stay in and Dragon Dance there, but I kind of feel okay about that. I feel like we did all right. Let's check. Treads is living a Leaf Storm pretty handily. So I kind of like that. We can go in and just rapid spin here. As I said, if Corv wants to come in, that's okay. All that's doing is giving us the hazard game long term. Sceptile going to stay in, interestingly. Surely Corv comes in here. I wonder, could we go... So if we go Zama here, it's kind of a hard read. But at the same time, I don't see why Sceptile, like in a million years, would stay in here. I don't see why you do that. Let's go Moltres, because that'll cover an Energy Ball, and it'll cover a Moltres switch. Wow, we got a super hard call out from our opponent. I agree with that. I think that was a good call from our opponent, because they kind of knew they were in a dire spot. They knew they needed to make a play. They needed to make something happen, and they did make it happen. So good on my opponent for that. We're kind of in a rough spot now. I tried to mid-ground there, but they Dragon Pulse the Treads. They did it. Can Zama take 2? I don't think it can. Oh, actually, it can. It can take a Dragon Pulse into an E-Ball. Not a critical hit Dragon Pulse. It cannot take a critical hit Dragon Pulse. I think we have to just sack here, and we can go into Malt. Once Malt is Mega Evolved, then we'll be pretty much set. And our opponent clicked. They were trying to play way too hard. Or okay, I guess just a misclick. Maybe predicting an incoming Scarf Cart. Probably they did just misclick. That's pretty sad. I think they were telling the truth. I think it was a misclick. We wouldn't have lost by any means there. We can roost here. Oh wow, Corv stayed in, and oh, but Corv got burned. That's actually huge for us too. So I don't think Molt is that essential for this game. I think I want a U-turn here and scout what this Lele is. Okay, we're gonna get blasted to pieces by a Shattered Psyche, unfortunately. Definitely not what anyone wants to see happen to their Pokemon, but you know, so be it. I think Mola, I like Mola Toxic here. If Lele wants to stay in, I'm happy to trade. This thing getting poisoned would be amazing. I think we follow that up with a Tread Sack. If Pex wants to come in here, that's fair. Okay, great. Let's just Tect. Okay, I think we go Altaria here always. I think this thing kind of, Mega Altaria kind of walls Zeraora. Yeah, G-Knot, that's not going to do very much, my friend. Can Zeraora do anything? It can play rough. But even like Life Orb play rough is doing nothing. I wonder if we keep it in the form it is or Mega Evolve. It is Life Orb. Probably we Mega in case it has something to hit us. But okay, we can just go Alo here. And it's time to start healing the team back up. Getting everything healthy. I think now that these crucial Pokemon are poisoned, let me restart the music here. I think now that the Pokemon we need healed are healed, we're in a pretty good spot. Somebody asked, is electrical engineering more focused on computers or generators? More generators, because computer engineering is its own thing as well. I kind of want to wish, because we can flip turn then. Okay, so because we outsped, we know this Tinglu is clicking Whirlwind. So what do we not want to get wished? I feel like we don't really want Kartana. Ideally, we want one of these guys. Yeah, because Treads outspeeds. So let's go Cart. We don't care. We don't want that to get wished. Let's hopefully get in Treads or Zama. We get an Alo. That's fine, I guess. We can wish again. Alo is kind of like the neutral draw. It's not the end of the world. We can, I believe, live. Yeah, we can live an LO Plasma Fist here without too much of a problem. So yeah, we flip turn out. What do we want to restore? I kind of like the idea of getting Zama back. I do see the appeal to Treads, but if we go Treads here, then we're kind of just going to get blown up by a CC, and we're sort of in a... Yeah, let's just get up Zama. And let's just close combat. No, don't need to make any predictions. If Pax comes in, we just go out back into Alo. Yeah, that's totally fine. Let's go Alo here. And as I said, like if we get poisoned, cool, we Healing Wish. Okay, we can flip turn here, and I want to bring in Treads and start establishing our hazard supremacy here. We get knocked, that's fine. Let's set up those rocks. Okay, let's go cart. And let's, do we want to knock? Let's knock. I think that's going to be good long term. Because I think Corv will probably U-turn out here. Yeah. Okay, so we've made a bit of an investment. And I go Altaria on this every time. Somebody said Olo is so cheap. We love Olo in this house. Don't criticize Olo. Olo is our god. Let's heal Bell. Okay, Lele comes in. Fair enough. Let's go Treads. I think is a good start. I don't think we even die to a Focus Blast. And then we can double Zama here. Okay, we got a GG I can't break. GG. Okay. Well, that, I don't think we're going to have time for another game. Normally, I'd go for one more, but I'm really, really tired, and I haven't been feeling that well today. So I want to go for a sleep. But guys, Altaria did great. Its defensive utility did exactly what I hoped it did. It worked incredibly. The Fairy Dragon typing was insane. The Fizdef sets went amazing, and we went 6-0. So, yeah, I'm about to go to... Like, I brushed my teeth before this. I did my nightly skincare routine. I'm about to go directly into bed after this. But this was great. This was a lot of fun. This was not someone on stream picked. I totally wanted to build Altaria. I love Mega Altaria. I think it's super cool. And I'm glad it worked out so well. Honestly, I was super happy with this. And I think Heal Bell turned out to be a lot better than anybody thought it would be, myself included. So guys, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so. Of course, like the stream, all that helps out. Yeah, no, this was really, really... This is really cool. What do you mean skincare routine's a recurring bit? It's not a bit. I have a skincare routine. I take my skincare very seriously. Anyway, I will post this team. I will post this team in the chat. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a great time. This was so fun. And I will see you guys on Saturday we're doing, unfortunately, an Earthworm stream. So I will see you there. Good night, guys.